softball question, Rich.
What are we talking about today, BJ?
Hey, thanks for asking. So many businesses are now international, national. They're all over the globe. They have people everywhere. We need to talk virtual.
Cool.
I'm BJ Flagg.
And I'm Rich G. And this is episode 227, How to Pitch Your Business Virtually.
More and more companies are requesting virtual meetings to review proposals, meet new vendors, and better understand what you bring to the virtual table.
Yeah, we all need to be more polished, more professional, and fully understand our tech to present a perfect presentation to clients.
Let's have a conversation. Rich,
so our first action
give it to us.
Is your presentation deck and style need to be flawless. Too many people look at pitches as lots of talking on their part, lots of slides, and very little listening.
Let's turn that around. Asking questions and listening is a major part of your pitch. You need to understand what the problem is, where it came from, and what are the solutions they've already tried.
Yeah, your deck should also be more listening than pitching. One of the most successful pitch decks I use in person is a blank 11 by 17 piece of white paper with a Sharpie. So when I'm listening to them talking, I'm drawing and laying out a strategy, and then I present it to them. So the way to do it virtually is maybe integrate your iPad into the pitch and present live by drawing your solutions live on the screen. It's very easy in Zoom.
I'm telling you, it is you wouldn't believe the engagement by doing this. It is so fantastic.
Yeah, if you're using a slide deck, use lots of graphics, small bursts of copy, and most of all, no bullets. Everyone hates pitches with lots of bulleted items. Like, we're a Fortune 500 company and we've done this and we won the Civil War. And
don't do it.
Don't do it. Just I shut down. I'm not listening.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. The second action is you need a strong and clear message. So many pitch decks take the prospective client on a circuitous route to an underlying description of what makes your company special. No, be direct. They're going to thank you. It'll be the best deck you've ever made. Be direct.
Yeah. And again, people talk too much about themselves. Do your research about their company and then weave your solutions into their needs, into the messaging. Too many people talk too much about themselves. And it's like, no, you need to show them that you understand their company, their industry, their needs.
Definitely. And repeat. Say it another way, and then say it another way. And then at the very end, summarize.
Yeah.
Our attention spans these days is so short. Help your audience. Give them the information a number of different ways, and you'll notice them agreeing with you and also engaging. It's the best thing you can do.
Our third action is you need to know your tech cold. Too many people get on Zoom calls and have no idea how to effectively use their tech.
I have seen too many pitches go south because they have connection issues. Their mic is bad. Their webcam isn't playing nice with the software. I mean, nightmares. So know your tech.
Yeah. First off, make them use your tech. They're coming to your office. Too often we get introduced or forced into their system. Sometimes it's a bad system too, like MS Teams, Skype, Google Meet, FaceTime, Cisco, and things go crazy.
And you just don't look professional. You don't have control over their system. And that will be a real death knell to your presentation.
And you could do it pretty easily. I do it all the time. They go, well, we'll use Microsoft Teams. I go, I really appreciate if we could use Zoom. It's just, I have it all set up. It allows me, because when they're hosting, they have to give you permissions to present and open things. And sometimes that doesn't play well. When you're it's like you're hosting your own hotel room. It's
Yeah.
like, I know how to share my screen. I could have my iPad connected. I could do transitions with keystrokes. Everything works. It's my camera. Sometimes my camera won't work.
Yeah.
With
Yeah,
things.
exactly. Or something like Google Meet where the transmission is so low that so many of your things just don't look professional. It's just not the way you want to go. So good to know. And also just practice. Make sure that you've tested all the transitions. You have, implement them with just one click of your keyboard. And, don't sit there and say stuff like, just a minute, let me just click this button. Hold on, everyone. It just looks so inept and so antiquated.
Yeah,
so
you don't know what you're doing.
No, for sure.
Yeah, and they're just thinking, oh God, if this person can't do a pitch right, how can they do a presentation to 100 people?
Exactly. So. What a nightmare. The fourth action is be in control of your next steps. Don't leave that meeting without a clear next step, set of steps. They are so jazzed about your company right now. Don't try to close. Create a clear path to conversion that makes sense to everybody.
Yeah, have a plan and ask them what their next steps need to be for approval. Listen, and then mention those thoughts, those steps as you outline everyone's next steps. You want them to hear that you listened to them, you understood them, and they'll be impressed that you organized an action plan for moving forward.
And follow up the minute you get off that meeting. Think over the virtual meeting in your head, grab some of those thoughts that came out of that meeting, and identify the people who mentioned them. This will personalize your note back to them, and you'll get much more of a clear engagement when it comes forward.
Yeah, and clearly lay out what you spoke about and then deliver.
Oh my goodness. So many people I've heard is, oh yeah, I got to get back to them. And this is like 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, they're going to be lucky to know your name. No, do it right away.
Yeah. Last but not least, enter everything in your CRM software, all the details fresh off the meeting.
Yeah. You're going to thank yourself later when you're able to remember those little tiny details that they will know. Oh my gosh, this was the group to go with. Tell us what our resource is this week.
Well, it's a great book. It's called Learn How to Pitch Anything. And it's by a consortium called ARX Reads.
You know what? There is one objection that we hear from people all the time when they first get started in business. They hate to sell. Although selling is the core to every business, people just don't feel comfortable getting out there and actively selling their products.
And using ARX Read's simple 3-step system, they've helped their readers sell over $5 billion worth of products. So this is a proven system.
Yeah, I think you're going to really like it. Easy read, very quick. It's a goodie. I would love to end the show by telling you, if you're looking for a great business coach, an incredible presenter, you look no further. Rich G is the person. You can reach out to him at richd.com and begin a conversation.
Yes, and I have a pitch today. So I'm using all these tips to do a pitch today. And if you're looking to energize your branding, your marketing, your website, your brochures, anything, you need to check out BJ at newrenew.com, which is NURENU.com.
Thank you to our producer and king of creative, Richard Scalzo, who we are always amazed at his ideas, bringing you the best small business podcast every Tuesday.
Have an unbelievable week and catch you later.